Well, hello there, YouTube. Hopefully I don't have any bugs on my lens here. This is the Mayfield Dam at Lake Mayfield. I've never seen a car coming out of there before. But I've taken you down here on the 72 and stuff before. I think I've even taken you down here on the Iron. I think I've been here quite a few times. Straight out over there is the that little island with the little miniature lighthouse up there. No entry beyond this point. Jeez, yeah. Seriously? Who would want to go down there and get sucked up in one of those intake pipes or something, you know? Wow, this car is popping out everywhere down here. Look at the little marina down there that's completely empty. I don't think that's a marina because it's completely boxed in. What the hell is that thing, I wonder? No turnaround, no admittance. Wow, they got a new sign up there. Must have had too many people coming down here turning around. It looks like a dock of some sort, but there's no entrance. Maybe that's something to do with intakes to the dam too, because they're completely squared off. You wouldn't get a boat in there. No boating, no swimming. This is a dangerous area. Well, I would think it probably would be. You're around somewhere near, maybe them right there are the intakes to the dam. They decide to open up one of those gates while you're hanging around to get a turbine spinning down there. You're in deep trouble. But I was hoping to come down here and catch a bunch of fall leaves. It usually, because it's, you know, we're higher and colder over here, they usually change a little quicker. But we're going to be right over there by that resort. I don't know if I used any of the... I'm trying to think what I was even on. Hell, maybe I was on this. I drove out there during the summer. What the hell was I on? I might have been on the Road King. You know, I just don't remember. But I drove out there one day and the campsite was completely full. There was a sign saying no parking, no vacancy. Never seen that thing that full, which is nice to see, you know, when these it's kind of like the motorcycle business. It's very reactive to how the economy is. Camping is that way. When the economy's good, you'll see more people camping and doing these wild family traveling things, and people at these resorts way more than you. When the economy's slow, just everything, I mean, those campsites just go vacant. It's kind of like motorcycle stores. Nobody comes in to say hey. Nobody comes in to buy anything. It just dries up. It gets really, really scary. But as things are turning around, we're breaking, you know, records that, you know, go, you know, pre-recession. So not only is it coming back, it's coming back with a vengeance. And I personally have no issues with that. So the Skippers thing that they advertise, I mean, obviously it's under new ownership. I'm starting to see these Skipper restaurant things. They actually have them inside of a gas station now. Are they kind of like a drive-through fast food kind of? I think Skippers is kind of a fast food thing anyway, though, wasn't it? But the original Skippers is gone. It's kind of like Kodak cameras, you know, they're still stuff that comes out about Kodak, but Kodak doesn't exist. It's some other company just that has the rights to the name. It's too bad, because I sure like their little pocket cameras. I was waiting for, I just think what kind of cool things they would have out by now. But shit, Canon's got that one little wild, I forget what it's called, crazy little pocket camera. Spendy little suckers though, they're about 300 bucks. I forget what the hell they're called. Some adventure tours followed by an FZ09. But as you can see, as usual this time of year, all the boats are gone. The only people you'll see driving out here now is just people out goofing around. All the summer vacationing out here at Lake Mayfield is long since over. Yeah, the tree colors aren't... there's a lot of them that are literally missing their leaves, and we got the weirdest trees out here. Some of them just turn a nasty color and the leaves blow off. Not a lot of them are very beautiful. But this is where you turn into the resort. I'm really surprised I don't have bugs all over my GoPro screen, because I have plenty of them on my face shield. So it's Winston Creek Road. If you're ever wondering, or your Google Maps stalking me. And I was on Highway 12. There used to be a Jeepers Creepers house out here, but I don't know what happened. It got cleaned up. It was in one of these little driveways. It was scary. Where it was. I think it's one of those little wooded areas where nothing's there. I think it's been gone so long that the little trees and stuff start growing up around it. So it's a gorgeous day. It was 72 when I left. I've gone out towards Mount St. Helens, out that general direction, so my altitude's quite a bit higher, and it's noticeably cooler. So I have no idea. I don't have any kind of temperature gauge on this thing. I guess I could weather check my phone. If there's any stations around here, it would tell me. Little Dodge Dart sitting there. A Dodge Dart or a Plymouth, what was it, a Valiant? The old dual car. And you guys seen that movie? The movie with Dennis Weaver? It was, what's his face that did Jaws? It was his very first thing. Holy moly, I can't remember his name. Wow. So now he is kicking in. Old and senile, y'all. It's still pretty out here. Think of this damn thing. I can see his face plain as day. All I can think of is George Lucas, but I know who that is, and that's not him. But anyway, it's his first movie. Put the fear of semi-trucks in me like crazy. It's not safe, I'm sure, but it's all beautiful down there. Look at all them leaves against the rocks down there. It's a really unsafe place to stop. But I was tucked in. Oh, look at that up to there. I think this is just a place to park. Can't see nothing from here. Maybe a challenge to ride the old DR down that. think this is the bridge I came to a stop on the 72 and slipping and sliding in the ice like crazy down here. That's the nice thing about this DR. You just kind of tuck in. I'm not using up as much room as if I was standing here. Man, that's beautiful down there. Stunningly beautiful. The waterfall and everything going on. Everywhere there's a shade, the roads are all wet. And there's the lake. I don't know if another one I don't know if I ever posted. Coming out here one day when the lake was really, really low. Crazy low. I don't know why what the purpose of, maybe for repairs or something, but they apparently opened the spillway and then maybe they, back up the other dam that's farther up the road. I hope the helmet's not picking up a bunch of wind. Oh, that's beautiful. Remember my old man left, had a boat, just a small boat there when we had that property, and then I ended up living at their vacationing property for a year or so, and then later ended up moving back to that area and living there for, geez, how many years? About 7 years? But anyway, Silver Lake. I've taken you guys around there before. And anyway, before I moved up there or anything, my old man was telling me, he goes, I got that boat down there at the boat landing. We had a private boat landing down there. And he goes, yeah, you can use it anytime you want. He goes, the motor, just a little small, little Sears 2-stroke little outboard. I think he said it was under the boat or in the shed up at the house. Either way, somebody had stole the damn thing and it was gone. So Dean and I went out there. We're hell-bent to go play in the water out in the boat. That's that little miniature lighthouse. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. Straight out in front of me. But anyway, the motor was gone, so we grabbed a couple of paddles and decided we're gonna go out into Silver Lake and check things out. So everything's cool. It was in a kind of little cove where the landing was, and you come out of the cove and end up out in the lake. So off we go, we're rowing out. We got our bass fishing stuff, because there's bass in that pond, which is not the only fishing I enjoy doing. In fact, it is the only fishing I enjoy doing. But we get out there and man, it's pretty windy. We're like, we're gonna have a tough time going along the shores here and fishing the shores. Casting lures out and stuff. So we decided, let's just bag the fishing thing. We'll goof around here a little bit. So we decided, we've been out here long enough. It's time to head back. Oh, being a couple of dumb kids like we were, thought never occurred to us that the whole time we were going out, we had a tailwind, and it was quite windy. So we had a headwind coming back. I don't think I could move my arms for a week after that. That absolutely burnt me down. That was incredibly hard. I mean, it's for like every 3 strokes, you went 2 strokes back, it seemed like. And the only way we could gain on it was just to lean into it and hammer down on it. And, ooh, that was tough. So, before you go paddling out in a boat that's generally, for the most part, too big to be paddling, pay attention what the hell the wind's doing, because coming back can be a challenge, to say the least. It is quite cold back in these shades. That's why this area just stays iced up in the wintertime. I think that day I came down here, it was like 42 degrees out. You know, you're 10 degrees above freezing. And it was a sheet of ice through here. I had some squirrely moments on that old 72. But that old gal, you know, the raked out old cruiser that it was, it handled that stuff perfectly fine. And it was very, you know, some bikes, they're not predictable enough to ride in funky stuff like that. So it's hard to, they're hard to handle. You know, they have too many unknowns for you to trust it. You know, it'll do one thing one minute, another thing the other minute. That's typical of them little sportsters. They have a one-track mind, and they're very, very predictable. So you get into situations like that, there's not much fear. So anyway, I'm gonna let you go for the moment, and I'm gonna go around I'm gonna loop around the backside of the lake here, and we'll check that out. So I will come back here in just a few. We'll see you. Bye bye.